Hello, welcome to the Storm of War server. Welcome to an Anton. Today we're going after the 506th US Infantry at Carentan, no less. So I'm going to get this aeroplane started. I've got the ground power on already, and we'll taxi over to the runway here at Malputus, and it's from there we're going to go about trying to find this elements of this infantry division and see if we can put some bombs in or around them. Hopefully without getting knocked out by enemy fighters. There's quite a few people on the server. It's pretty busy today, so I don't really rate my chances all that high, but we'll find out. Right, I'm in a position to taxi now. Got my engine all cranking. This bird is ready to roll. Gonna head over to the runway and put a quick call in before we go. Evening all, Phil Style at Malputus, starting and getting airborne. I'm heading down to Carentan. So we're lining up here. Takeoffs I find a little bit tricky. But too bad. Deal with it. I'm slowly getting the hang of this Anton. Pretty much need full right rudder on this takeoff roll, and occasionally I just have to relax it a bit because the nose does start to wobble, and then if I relax it too much, suddenly that happens. So it's really quite tricky for me to just apply the amount that I need and not have this bird swinging left and right like that. Still learning. Let's get the aircraft up though. Once we're up, it's pretty easy. Gear, flaps are already in the up position. Gear should be coming up now. There it is. The red lights are on. Gear is up. So that's the east. I'm going to go left here, and we're going to head out over Cherbourg and then south.
Taking runway.
Quite a lot of chatter on SRS, you can probably hear. See if I can get this canopy closed. Yeah, starting to get slow because of the airspeed. It's a bit difficult for the last bit to close up, but she's closed now. So I'm going to turn the guns on. Bombs are already armed, and I'll be using the rockets later. So first of all, I'm going to try and make a bomb run. I'm going to climb out to the southwest. Nearest contacts are a long way away from me, so there's no risk of being bounced as far as I can tell. Right, I'm going to set for about just under 1.4 ATA. Need a little bit more rudder here. Lock that right foot in. And we're climbing. This attitude will get me seen by American radar, by Allied radar, flying up here with attitude and altitude. But I don't mind because the nearest contacts were a long way off, and Malputus tends to be one of those fields that the Allies ignore for the large part. So when Malputus is usable for the Axis, there's only 2 spawns there. It's a very limited base, but it's a good base to conduct sneaky operations out of. Cherbourg off my right there. And now it's just a matter of settling into a climb, and then I'm going to turn left and head off in that direction down there towards Lessay. The target of Carentan is just behind where that airfield is there that's got the smoke rising from it. So just in the background is Carentan.
This is Auros Pro. I'm over Carentan, looking for the objective.
Copy, Auros Rock. Phil Style here. I'm about 10-15 kilometers northeast heading down. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
Roger.
So we've got no enemies nearby the target, which is good news for me. Someone else has just arrived over Carentan, Al Azraq. And that is the target city there. And he says the units are in the south, so I'm guessing the units are about there. I should know because I made all these missions, but I always forget where I've put everything. So it's new to me arriving at a target to attack it. I'm going to level off, try and get fast, and just check the radar. Okay, nothing nearby. I'm over Carentan now, and I think, oh yeah, well there's a good clue. Someone just dropped a bomb. Roger, I see your bomb. I'm running in from the west now. Okay.
Copy, I'm going to Straff.
Roger that. Okay, so that gave me a mark on where the target is. There's a nice big explosion just went off. I've got a couple of vehicles just to the right of this line of trees. I'm going to run in on those, and I've got 4 SC-50s here. So I'm going to try and get those bombs away. In fact, there's some vehicles just against the trees too, so I'm going to try and put these bombs kind of down that line. Secondary explosion over there. There's some ground fire coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bombs gone. Breaking off and away. I'm away. Now we'll look for the bomb blasts. There they go. There's the friendly aircraft peeling away.
There's a lot of AA still.
Copy that. I'm going to make a run in with rockets. Running in.
Copy, I will stay away.
So, rockets armed now. Get this aeroplane around the bend. Looking for the units. Okay, I've got what looks like some tanks over here. I'll try and hit them. Wow, look at that. I think I destroyed a house. I'm RTB Lessay. My weapons are done.
Copy. I'm going to make another pass and I will RTB as well.
Okay, so let's just check the radar, make sure no one's showed up. Yeah, northeast long range. Heading east is the nearest, so we should be good to get out of here. Got 4 bombs away and a couple of rockets. Pretty successful strike on that target. Now I'm going to hit the deck, exiting to the west, and then I'm going to turn and look for Lessay Airfield once I get a bit further away from this target area. And there's Lessay Airfield, so I'm going to throttle back and start closing in. Turn in towards the threshold over here, which is visible. I'll open the canopy. check the runway, make sure no one's landing. It looks like not. And I'm going to set about 1200 RPM, 1300 RPM or so to begin with. Prop now to manual in case I need the extra RPM. Yeah, let's get the flaps down and the landing gear down. Speed's coming off. Very high sink rate in this aircraft, as I've discovered. So what I'd end up trying to do is actually come in fast, which means coming in shallow. So I adopt quite a shallow approach, much shallower than I do in the Spit. First style, short final, let's say. Okay, that's 200.
Overhead right now.
And then pushing the nose forward, bit of brake there. Get the tail wheel down. Oh, just a little bit of roll there happening. But we should be okay now. Yeah. Okay. Got the airplane down. So I'm just really learning this aeroplane for the first time seriously now, and July 2020 is going to mean flying a lot more of the Anton on Storm of War. I intend to fly maybe the majority of my time in July in the Anton online. So there'll be lots more Anton videos, and we'll just bring this thing to a halt. The left brake seems to not really be working. Possibly took some damage here. Now that is what explains the little roll on landing there. I've actually taken damage to the right wing from the flak units, and the left brake is not working as well as the right brake. So I did take some damage from the ground fire, but not severe, and certainly not severe enough to prevent me from bringing this airplane home and landing it. So there we go. I will claim a few vehicles destroyed, I think. Very pleasant.
That's right, let's say I'm final.
Here's Al Azraq bringing his Anton in. He was the chap who was over the top of Carentan. Very small bounce, nice landing. That's the landing of someone who's flown the Anton a few more times than I have. I'm going to have to climb up to super high altitude today and wait for a bomber raid to arrive, which is going to mean going out west of Kotintan Peninsula, out here, into a holding pattern and just waiting, and hoping I don't run out of fuel. So let's get on with it. Okay, time to get airborne here. Gear up and flaps up. And I'm going to climb to the west. So I'm not carrying any bombs or rockets in this mission. This is a purely air-to-air sortie that I'm going to engage in. And I'm climbing out over the Channel Islands in that direction. The main Allied kind of thrust for this mission is at Cherbourg. So the bulk of the bombing is going to be occurring there as well, which is why I'm heading to that location as a priority. As you can see, server's dominated by Allied pilots. So I'm going to try my best not to get into a scrap. I'm now on station. I am pretty much west of Cherbourg. Cherbourg's down there, the port. I'm at 7,500, 7,300 meters. Now I'm on cruise, or close to cruise, and just climbing very slightly now. I'm going to sit around this part of the sky until I get information that a bomber raid is inbound, and then I'm going to fly wherever I need to fly to try and intercept it. The goal for today is to try and make a head-on pass on a bomber formation, which generally means making one pass only, trying to destroy one bomber, or at least severely damage one bomber, and then return home. So, got a very specific task I've set for myself, and I'm going to try and avoid contact with enemy fighters. The nearest currently is east of me at long range but low altitude. There is something to the south at medium altitude down in that direction, but currently there's nothing, it seems, that is vectoring towards my location. So I'm pretty confident that for the moment I can loiter in this part of this part of the sky, this part of the map, and wait for bombers to show up. Okay, I've got this aircraft, it's just dropped below, it's just popped up into contrail altitude. Right on the edge of stalling here. So I need to get fast, and I need to get on him. Here we go. Right, so, arm the guns. Okay, I've got a pony up here.
I can see the contrails. Is he behind you?
Negative, I'm behind him. Okay, this guy's just running away from me. Okay, so I'm getting around behind this guy now. What I need to do? Okay, I've just got to let this guy drop away for a second, and I've just got to try and maintain this turn. He just dropped down out of contrail and then came up again. So, gonna continue fighting. He's trying to turn back across me again. This is not a good idea for him. Okay, I'm just gonna maintain my level flight here for a second, gain a little bit of airspeed, turn back in. Gonna have to use a bit of flap, I think, just to help me get around the corner here. Or maybe not. Okay, this is going to be a head-on situation, so I need to aim high. And he's got himself really unstable there doing that, which is probably a chance for me to just come around the corner again. Okay, don't use the flaps at altitude. That's a lesson I've just learned. Okay, he's just going up again. He did get very unstable. And now it looks like he's dropping away. And up he goes. With me on his 6. And he's just put his aircraft into a pretty shocking maneuver. He's given up a lot of altitude doing that. And oh, he's just dropped away there. Oh, he was really weaving that thing around. Okay, this Mustang's dropped away. Oh, maybe I'm still with him. It's just underneath my left there. Okay, I'm going to drop back in on this guy for one last pass, and then I'm going to have to RTB. I think he still thinks I'm on top of him, so be careful near the ships. There's a Mustang arriving. He's at about 3,000 meters. Okay, closing in on this guy pretty rapidly here. Oh, the sun glare on the okay, let's see if I can get hits on.
I got contact with a Mustang directly above. Probably about 1,000 feet.
Okay, that was a super high closure rate, which I didn't deal with very well. Try and get over and around on him now. He's going up in front of me. Might be able to get hits on him here. Not a good angle though. I think he's got his flaps down. Good hits on there. Breaking off. Okay, I'm just going to do a quick check for other hostiles, because I really don't want to get bounced here. Okay, it's just that guy east of me. Now he's underneath me low. Down, 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 down there. He's actually trying to climb up on me now. So I'm going to have to turn back into him. He is quite aggressive here. He's been hit. He's aggressively trying to pursue me. So I'm going to turn in. There he is. He is wobbling around a lot. I don't think he's in the best condition. I think he's sort of climbing up a little. He's turning away. He's just flicked it into a spin again. I'm going to go up once more. Right, he's right on the deck now.
3 Mustangs north of Cherbourg, sea level.
Copy. I've got one down on the deck northeast of Cherbourg. I'm still toying with him. He's about 5 kilometers northeast of Cherbourg, really low.
I'm engaged with a 47 directly south of Cherbourg. Looks like we're about 3K.
Okay, this guy might be about to go in here. Yep, he's gone in. Okay, my one's gone in. Right, time to get out of here. Let's say traffic, Philstyle's arriving from the northwest. I'm coming straight in for runway 12. Alright, time to land this bird. I am super fast here. So I'm just going to get it really unstable, unbalanced. Then I'm going to open the canopy in a moment or two, if she'll open. There we go, canopy's opening. I'll drop the flaps. Should help slow things down a little. And the landing gear. Got the prop pitch on manual. There's a bit of a crosswind. I've never landed the Anton in a crosswind before, so this will be fun. Okay, I'm fast. Gonna let that settle. Gonna pick a piece of approach where there's no trees because they're coming really flat. So I always run the risk of colliding with a tree.
Let's see this landing, Phil.
Landing on runway 12, let's say. Just coming in now. Short final.
Anyone over to Yarbour and Cherbourg?
Okay, down. Philstyle's down at let's say. So that's it for me. I intended bomber intercept mission that didn't work out as I planned, but possibly worked out better than I could have planned, bagging a P-51 and safely home after pulling off my first crosswind landing, which I'm kind of happy with. Starting to really enjoy flying this Anton. She is a lovely, lovely bird.